at the Hotel Joaquin in beautiful Laguna Beach, California, and it is my distinct pleasure to have Ruthie White joining me today.
Hi, Craig.
Nice
How are
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks
Beautiful
for coming.
hotel.
Yeah, no, we love it here. So thank you for being here.
You know, this is amazing. Our backyard and our first interview in our backyard, so
Yeah.
it
Oh,
really
awesome.
means a lot to us. Would you do me a favor and tell our audience a little bit about yourself and your management company?
Absolutely. For myself, I'm originally from South Carolina, so I am a Southerner at heart, but I've been in California now for almost 19 years. So it's kind of my second home, but I think that I'll always consider myself from South Carolina. I've been in hospitality for over, my goodness, it's embarrassing to say, for over 30 years. I started out, I started out as a hostess, and a friend of mine in high school looked at me and said, you know, you can make $5 an hour as a hostess as opposed to $3.50 working at a go-kart place, right? And so I said, okay, and then I think that was it. And
it got into your DNA.
It did, yeah. It's something that I love. I always tell people I feel much more comfortable on a floor in a restaurant or at a hotel than pretty much anywhere else in the world. So yeah, that's kind of an overview of how I got into this business. And so that's
great. And your management company, tell us about that.
Yep, Auric Road. We are a new collection of petite resorts is what we like to call our property. And I know that the tour that you'll get will kind of showcase what we do. And that's create unique spaces from historic buildings and just kind of different off-the-wall places that you might not necessarily go to. And what we like to do is we call it put your soul back into travel, right? So
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, right?
Very nice.
We ask people to kind of disengage from the outside world. You'll never see a television in any one of our properties. But what you will see are a really good vinyl collection, which is curated for each property. And every single hotel room will always have a record player in it too. So,
I love that.
Distinct adventures. So here, our adventure guru, George, who you'll meet, takes people paddle boarding or surfing or on hikes. We do yoga every day. So, you know, and that's something that's at every single location, although it's going to mirror where we are. So in Lone Mountain Ranch, you know, we have cross-country ski lessons, or we'll teach you how to ride horses, or go fly fishing. So it's kind of native to the location of the property as well. But yeah.
Absolutely. That's great. And as you can see, you know, we've got a beautiful day here in Laguna Beach, and we've got this beautiful window from the pool area out to the Pacific Ocean. So, you know, we're, you know, very fortunate to be here. So, you love to travel.
I do.
You read a lot.
I do.
You've got a lot of restaurants, new restaurants that you try and see throughout the country.
Yeah.
So, how's that helping you curate the experience at your hotels?
Absolutely. So one of the things that I'm most proud of and that we love to do are create experiences for people. And we have our Auric Road signature event series. We started all of these out at Lone Mountain Ranch. And so most recently we had our second annual taste at Lone Mountain Ranch up in Big Sky, Montana. And one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever gotten to do, I don't know if you've done or heard of Outstanding in the Field. So it's where it's a traveling group of chefs and hospitality people that go to different farms and work with different farms and do this long table of communal dining. And I got to do it back in Austin probably 4 or 5 years ago when they were small. There was only like 100 people, and that's where they put their cap. And now it's expanded, like they have these big long tables. And I always thought I want to do something like that, but I never had the right opportunity. And so when we were looking at doing this year at Taste, I was like, you know what? Let's do something at a farm, right? And so recreated.
Finally got the opportunity.
I know,
there you go.
So we were out at Gallatin Botanicals out in Bozeman, Montana, and we did this beautiful long farm table and worked with local artisans and local meat purveyors and farmers, and just did this really cool dinner for our guest. And it was just it was a highlight. It was something that kind of, it really did bring everything that I've gotten to do and been blessed to do into an event that I got to host. So it was
wonderful.
lovely.
See, these are these great little jewel stories that we're able to bring not only to our hospitality brethren, but to the public at large, so that they're able to get kind of a feel for the hotel and the team. And, you know, the thing that I noticed through this team was, you know, they're engaged, they're smiling, they're knowledgeable.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And most of them are locals. You're really about the only one who isn't. But you're here a fair amount of time, and
I am.
Ruthie does a lot of traveling. But we're going to be right back, and we're going to continue this conversation with Ruthie in just a second.
Hello, and thank you for watching Check Out California 3x10. My name's Ryan Huntsman, and I'm with Chicago Title Company in Newport Beach, California. We listen to Check Out California 3x10 for information on our industry's most respected leaders. Here at Chicago Title's National Division, we pride ourselves in keeping up with the pulse of our markets. We're not just advocates for our clients during active transactions, but we're also very handy and resourceful for research, data, documentation, and much more. So please reach out to me directly, Ryan Huntsman, at 949-351-4929 to discuss how we can provide value to your business. And don't forget to ask me about our inventory of off-market leads from recently canceled escrows. We currently have some great opportunities that we'd love to share with you.
We're back with Ruthie. We're at the Hotel Joaquin, beautiful Laguna Beach, California. This has been a pleasure. This interview has been so much fun with you.
Oh, thank you.
So give us a little bit more about your management company and some of your other hotels, and then let's close that loop with a couple of gems about the Hotel Joaquin.
Okay, absolutely. So we are Auric Road, and we are a collection of petite resorts, and we kind of like to take people on the Auric Road. In fact, we have 2 guests that will be taking the Auric Road with us this winter. So starting up at Lone Mountain Ranch up in Big Sky, Montana. It's situated halfway between Bozeman and Yellowstone National Park, which is, if you've never been, you have to go. Yeah. It'll touch your soul. In fact, Montana's what I like to call home as well. And so we have...
Sounds like a new show.
I know, right?
Montana.
We have a historic ranch up in Big Sky, Montana. It's over 100 years old, 140 acres of just beautiful
pristine
wilderness. The elk come through on their migrations. Every once in a while there might be a bear off in the distance. It's lovely. In the summer, we have 2 distinct seasons that we cater to up there. In the summer, our wranglers, Jimmy will take you on a horseback ride. Right. We can get you out in the Gallatin where they filmed the Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins movie.
Oh, yeah. I'm drawing a blank on the name.
Yeah, well, anyway, we'll take you out there and teach you how to fly fish. Yeah. And then in the winter, we some of the best cross-country skiing, over 50 miles of cross-country skiing right on our property. And then you're super close to Lone Peak, which they consider some of the best skiing in the country right now. Yeah. It's still a little bit undiscovered, so there's lots of open space. Yeah. So I definitely love that. Horn and Cantle, our full-service restaurant. Arguably the best restaurant in Montana. I'll say it and stand by it. We work really hard up there.
Love somebody that stands behind their company.
I know, right?
This is nice.
Our first property was Caraquia Pension out in Palm Springs. Yeah. Yep. Two distinct sides. There's a Moroccan and a Mediterranean side, kind of designed with those aspects in mind. One was owned initially by a silent film star, and another a local Palm Springs artist. So
I did a refi on that property
with
a prior owner.
Oh my gosh! So there's our connection.
There's a connection there. See, it's all about hospitality.
It's just whenever you want to escape and maybe not even leave your room, Caraquia is definitely a place to go.
For it.
Yeah. And then we recently purchased 2 properties.
Okay.
Sonoma, up in Sonoma, right outside of Bodega Bay.
Nice.
We're starting renovations on that probably in the next 6 months. We're going to do an organic farm, some vineyards, and just really kind of explore what that area has to offer, right? Sonoma, you think about wine tasting, but there's also amazing dairy farms up there too. So just kind of bringing all of that together. Also, with oysters and getting out in the water up there.
We'll have to stay at that hotel once you reopen.
You will.
And we'll have to do a couple of days up there.
Yeah,
really
it's going to be incredible.
Put a spotlight on that.
Yeah. And then we have Rex Ranch, which is in Tubac, Arizona. So if you're familiar with Tucson, it's just probably about 30 miles south of Tucson. And that property's been around since, before 1848.
Another historic property.
I know. Some of the adobe walls are over 170 years old, so we're going to try and keep the integrity of that. Yeah. But really look into the spiritual side of what that part of the country has to offer. And that's going to be the direction and the inspiration for that renovation.
I'm loving it. I love the idea that you've got no televisions at any of your properties.
And none of those will have TVs either.
So Okay, we're down to our last minute,
Yeah.
so I need a quick answer on this one.
Okay.
Okay, my favorite question.
Yeah.
What keeps you motivated?
A lot of things, I think. Food and beverage keep me motivated because I love them so much, and
Yeah.
they're such a part of what I enjoy to do and my hobbies. But as I grow and I meet these, I hate to say kids, but some of them are, that come in and they see a career that they never thought possible, and they
Yeah.
see that they can make a life around hospitality and
Yeah.
just have a different day every day and explore new worlds through food and through drink. Those people keep me motivated.
Love it.
So
Love
yeah,
it.
that's it.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, so nice to
And
meet you.
We'll be right back. Thank you.